Lavu Krishnan Devarailu of the TDP joins us. He's an MP who also spoke today. He's also the TDP's parliamentary floor leader. Thank you, Krishna, for joining us on a day like this. It was a big day for both sides. And in fact, I was listening to your speech where you really focused on Pahalgam killings, which was the reason why Operation Sindoor took place. In fact, you said that it was not just killings or murder, it was a slaughter of human beings. And the fact that you had gone to Kashmir just few days before Pahalgam, you saw what was before that and what really happened after that. Explain to us, what are the big points that you made and what are your expectations from this debate?
Vasudha, the important thing about this debate is that citizens of this country need to know what has happened in Operation Sindoor and also what led to Operation Sindoor. We have gone outside India as a part of delegation. We explained to every world leader across almost 32 countries, explained why we have done Operation Sindoor, what led to Operation Sindoor. Again, there are some questions that has been raised by the opposition party regarding Operation Sindoor and Pahalgam. And obviously, as a coalition in power, we are there to answer them, and we did answer them. The main issues that we have raised are most importantly with regards to how this has taken India in a different direction with regards to the Operation Sindoor. We are giving very strong message to the world and every country across the globe that this is going to be India's response in future also if there is any terror activity that has happened. But instead of asking the government questions around this, the opposition is actually going in every other direction rather than coming to any sort of reasonable questions. And the other thing that we have mentioned with regards to in the parliament is with regards to the putting again Pakistan on FATF list. It has been done when during the Modi's time only from 2018 to 24. Again, because of COVID or some other reason, it has been taken out. But now we asked the government to work towards putting Pakistan on FATF list. And the second thing after FATF list was with regards to making sure that whatever with regards to the Pakistan that we are trying to do, make sure in the World Forum they are isolated as much as possible. And also with regards to the investment in our defense technology, also we are asking the government to actually invest as much as possible in the defense technology. Also, these are the 2-3 asks that we mentioned on the floor of the House.
Okay.
And most importantly,
Krishna, my last question to you: a lot of opposition leaders.
Most importantly, we asked about making sure that we have moved 30 years back in United Nations with regards to the definition of terrorism. And the government needs to work towards that, making sure that this definition of terrorism has actually evolved so that in the future, whichever country is going to foster terror, finance terror, can be cornered, like what we like countries like Pakistan can be cornered because they have been doing that for so many years. And these are the 2-3 points that we mentioned in there.
Absolutely. Krishna, before I let you go, last question before I go to Saravanan also. Krishna, a lot of opposition MPs also spoke about the multi-party delegations, and they said that, in fact, they alleged that this is a failure on part of India's foreign diplomacy, that many of these countries did not have a joint statement that came out when these multi-party delegations went to their countries. In fact, they also said that they were not even received properly. Can you clear the air? Because you were one of those who traveled to different countries. In fact, you went to Qatar, you went to Ethiopia, you went to South Africa and also Egypt. These are very important countries. What would you have to say about this allegation that the opposition has raised, that India does not have the kind of support from the global community as it should?
Absolutely baseless. This allegation is absolutely baseless because wherever we went, whichever country we went, everyone welcomed us, and they welcomed us with solidarity. They understood India's stand, why we are taking the action with regards to the Operation Sindoor. They understood where India stands with regards to we as a country, we are a thriving democracy. As a country, we have make sure that non-violence as an idea has been propagated across the world. We are a country which exported teachers, we exported technology, we exported trust. That is what we stood for, and they all know, whichever country we went, all the delegations went, they all know what Pakistan stands for. They harbor terrorists. They give asylum to Osama bin Laden. They run terrorist camps. They send terrorists across the border. Every terrorist activity that happens across the globe, there is a Pakistani fingerprint that can be seen. So whichever country we went, they welcomed us. They understand India's. They respect India because as a country we have done so much of for the global south, not only global south, but as a historically also we have done so much with these countries. So whatever the opposition is trying to say, trying to put across, this is absolutely baseless. We got a good welcome, and if you see the most of the delegations which are led by the opposition parties, it's 3 or 4 of them are led by the opposition. If you see their response, if you see their comments, if you see their tweets, as Jaishankar ji has just mentioned, they also collaborate with whatever I say. So I don't know where these sort of observations are coming from.
Right. Thank you, Krishna Lavu Krishna Devarailu of the TDP joining us now. Thank you so much for speaking to us.